everybody, it's Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus, and I'm back with another tutorial making some simple little pockets for my Floriculture journal from it's a digi kit from MelodiMade. And I'm going to set the journal aside for now, but I think we'll probably get to it today. I'm working on putting these pockets in. I have one more of these simple pockets to make. Here are the ones that we made yesterday. The orange cloth is not going to stay in there. That's just to remind me that I have a pocket, another pocket there. And yesterday I added scriptures from Philippians to all of them because I decided that I wanted to make this kind of a Philippians themed journal. So this one's going to be really easy. It's a little complicated, actually. I had to think ahead a little bit on this. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make this into kind of a little belly band on the pocket so that I can tuck some other things into it. And I'm going to have this, I've got this lace trim on paper, it's from the DigiKit. Okay, and then I've got this actual lace that I want to lay across it this way. And then I want to put the verses like this. So I want and I'm going to put a button, I think, too. So I want this part, this printed out lace, I want that to be just sewn at the top and bottom, but I want this other lace to be sewn onto the pocket itself. So in order to do that without sewing this down, when I sew the lace on, I'm going to have to sew the lace onto the digital trim first. Not onto the pocket, but onto the digital trim. So set everything aside, and hopefully I won't lose any of my little tiny pieces. So I'm going to just zigzag that on real quick, just at the top and bottom of the real lace. Okay. And if you don't understand why I'm doing that right now, you'll see when I get to assembling the actual pocket. It's a little hard to explain without showing you. Okay, I love this lace trim. It's really wide, and I've used it for the closure to tie around a bunch of my journals. This is just so pretty. Okay, so then I'm going to put this on. Which way did it go? Did it go this way? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put this on, and I'm just going to sew the top and bottom of the digital lace trim. There we go. And I'm not sewing all the way around yet. Okay, so, all right, so that's what we have so far. So this is all loose here. See, so I can slide things into this as well as using this for a pocket. And then the lace is sewn in place there. I'm going to sew, well, if I sew across the lace there, that's not going to work. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to sew at both ends of the lace to hold the lace in place, so that I don't make it impossible to slide stuff into there. Okay, so this lace is a little stretchy, and that's why I'm not just going ahead and sewing around the whole pocket at the same time that I'm catching these ends in. I just want to make sure that they're going to be in the right place. And to be honest, I like having lots of little strings hanging out. See, I've got quite a few already. Okay, so I think that now I can go ahead and sew around the edges because I'm going to be adding glue. So I've already sewn the bottom of this paper trim, and I can go ahead and just bypass that. And I'm just re-sewing over the other parts that I've already sewn. It is sewing, right? Yeah. Okay. And along the top. And again, you don't have to sew if this is your 500th video of mine that you've watched, and you've heard me say this a million times, but I'm saying it just for those people who this is their first time watching it. You don't have to sew anything. You can just glue. A lot of people who make junk journals do not have sewing machines. I just really like to sew. To me, it adds more texture to it, and I think to me it just makes it seem more stable. Okay, see, so I can stick, I don't have a small card. Here, this. So I can stick something in, this is not hard enough. I can stick something in there later on, and it'll still be a pocket here on top. So that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to trim off this edge here, and don't throw away any little scraps and pieces because you'll use those scraps later on. Okay, so I'm just saving it. Lace, fabric, paper, anything like that you want to just save. Okay, and then I want to do my verse next. So I think the first thing I need to do is the reference to make sure that I don't take away the space for it. So that's going to go right here, right in the very, very back corner. So I'm just going to put some glue on. And if you get any glue on your table, you want to wipe it up right away. Otherwise, all kinds of dirt will stick to it. And then that dirt gets on your journals that you're working on. I learned from very sad experience. Okay, and then I've got the main part of the verse right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that so it overlaps the lace a little bit. So this is going to be the end of the pocket right here, basically. Not the pocket, but this sliding place here. And we're going to just go ahead and put some glue on this. I'll be a few more minutes. And here we go. Put this on right here. Okay, and that was my husband. He didn't know I was recording. And then the beginning of the verse can just go up here. It can go all the way on the, yeah, I could just put it right there even. Do I want to put it there or do I want to move it up here? Kind of depends on what I want to do with my button. Or do I need a button? It's going to need something, right? I think. So let's figure that out before we put this first. Okay, so we could do it like this, or we could do it like, I don't really like that. I could do it like this, and then have something up at the top. My little bow, or a button. No, I really don't like the button on this one. Okay, so I had this worked out before, but I guess I forgot how I had it. Do I want this up above the bow, maybe? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, because I don't want anything coming, you know, I don't want it to block being able to put stuff in there. So I'm going to put this on first. Just a tiny bit of glue on here. Okay, and then just a bitty bit of glue for the bow. Right there. Okay, and then we're going to set that aside to dry, and that glue will dry clear. Okay, so let's go ahead and look for where we want to put these pockets. Let me wipe off my glue because it's getting really icky here. And then I'm going to put it back into my ball of twine. Okay, so let's get our journal. Here it is. How much time have we got left? Oh yeah, we've still got lots of time. Okay, so this is not the cover. This is the first page. I haven't made the cover for it yet. So let's look where we want to put these pockets. We have this one with this star on it. We have this one. We have this. We have this one with the diagonal, and we have this. So we have 5 pockets, and then I'm going to also have this one here. Okay. What was that reference that I just saw? Okay, well, whatever. I think I've got my references on all these right. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking for basically, that might be kind of pretty right there, actually. I like that. What do you guys think? Does that look good? Main camera? That looks good, doesn't it? I think that's really pretty. Okay, so I've got to be careful because I still have wet glue there. I'm going to put glue. I don't want it up here at the top, obviously, because that's where the where we want to stick stuff in. So that's at the bottom right now. So that's where I want to avoid gluing, is at what's now the bottom. I'm just going to glue around the edges because I want this to be a pocket, right? Okay, so we're going to glue this. I like the pink with the really pale pink with the lace and everything on this page, and with the kind of pale background. That looks really nice. Okay, and then our pocket part is right there. Let me get a pad so I can dab up any glue. There we go. I just kind of want to make sure that this lace on the edge isn't getting stuck underneath the pocket. Okay, so that's done. Let me just dab at that glue there. Okay, so that's in. That's nice. And then that looks pretty because this is darker, and then these dark leaves. I like that. Or put it over here even. I want this one to be a side pocket, so I think I want to put it over here on the edge, on this side. Okay, so this is the side, and a lot of times what I do is, so I don't forget where I'm not supposed to glue, is I'll take the part that's open and put my fingers there, and then I'll just draw a little arrow. Can you guys see that? I just drew a little arrow on the side that I need to leave open, so that when I glue it, I don't get confused and close it off. Because then what's the point, right? Okay. So there we go. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to take my pad and I'm pushing the glue out towards the edges. Okay, I want to get it nice and flat because I don't want it to leave bumps, especially on the other side of the page. See, like right here, I don't want it to leave bumps. So I kind of really flatten it and push it out towards the edges. Okay, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, now I don't want to have another pocket too soon. And I think I'm going to want this pocket in the front of the part of the book. So let's look for a place for that. Here's our Dear Julie Julie flip flop. This might be a good place because there's not a lot going on this page. Okay, so that's one possibility. I think that would be a very pretty place to put it. So with this, I think actually this, because here's the flowers that I cut out right there. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to make this in another video. Okay, so I'm going to, it's kind of obvious where the top is on this one, so I don't have to worry, but I just got some glue on the page, so I need to wipe that off before I put this down. And I could actually glue this whole thing because there's already 2 pockets in it, but I kind of like having as many pockets as I can. Okay, that's pretty. I'm gonna wipe this up. There we go. Okay. Now these ones we want to be in the back half of the book. So I think we need one right here. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Look how it brings out the pink in that, the purplish pink. Okay, so I think I want this to be a top pocket. So I'm going to just glue along the edges. There we go. Very good. There we go. And see how I have it just slightly off center because I don't want it to get too close to where this is going to get bound. It's going to get bound right in the center, but sometimes the farther out you get in the book, the more of this part of the page is going to be hard to get to. So I do tend to move things out just a little bit towards the edge. Okay, then we need a place for this and this. There's another Dear Julie Julie flip flap. That's pretty. I like that daisy though. I don't want to, maybe over here or even down here, and then put something else down here. I think, yeah, because I want this to be a side pocket right here, and then this is a top pocket. Okay, so that's a good place. So I want to keep this side open, so we're going to make a little arrow there to remember. I'm going to leave that orange fabric in for now, and I'll take that out when I put something in the pocket. When I put a card or something so that I don't forget. It'll have some kind of small ephemera, like I've got some cool little things that I want to put in this journal. Okay, oh, that's too close to the edge. Okay, so see how I kind of got some glue here because I moved it after putting it down, so I need to make sure I get that all wiped up so that the pages don't get glued together. Okay, so my opening is right here, and then of course I've got this opening where I've got the fabric right now. Okay, and then one more. So I'm looking for kind of a pinkish page, maybe. Ooh, I like that. Okay, and I want it to be a side pocket, so that's perfect. Let's just make sure there's not something that we like better. Oh, nope, not there. Do that without obliterating the rose. I think I'm going to do that right there. That's good because you can still totally see this rose. I'm not going to be hiding it at all. Okay, so again, we're going to mark the side that we're not going to glue. Okay, and I'm going to glue the other three sides like that. We got a lot done today, you guys. Look at this. Okay, these were really, really simple pockets, right? So next time I'll show you how to make that one that I glued in that's made with a paper sack. It was a really, really pretty one. It's a little harder, but it's not hard, really, at all. So we'll do this next, okay? All right, I love you all. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.